Okay, there we go. All right, good morning. This is the new grantees meeting for September, and welcome. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we can take a look at the agenda for this morning. All right. So today we're going to be going over a variety of different templates and things that are already created that people can use in their programs. Vic, is there anything that you wanted to start us off with this morning before we jump right in?
Well, maybe I should share that website, the
Okay,
how to recruit volunteers for your after school program, because I'm pretty sure we still have a staff shortage.
sounds good.
So here's the website, um, and it has some really good ideas about how to go about recruiting people for your after school program. Because it's hard to find people that are going to even work full time, but maybe with volunteers, you can augment your staff and still have enough adults to serve the needs of kids. So first off, it asks you to assess your volunteer needs and it gives you some really good ideas to think about. Then create compelling volunteer opportunities. Um, make your volunteers feel welcome the minute they come in and, you know, constantly thank them for their effort because, you're not paying them. So the least you can do, if you can't pay them a dollar amount, pay them a compliment. That goes a long way. Um, then the third thing is promoting your opportunities. There's a lot of people that really, they're looking for experiences. A lot of times, students that are in college, they're looking to get some experiences for their resumes. Sometimes there's seniors that are, just looking to have something to do, maybe 1, 2 days a week. Take advantage of these opportunities and recruit for your program. And then a little bit about the author. And I thought this was a very well written article. So, um, we put the link in the chat, but Heidi will also include the link with the meeting notes so that you can check this out for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks,
That
Vic.
goes right along with the first agenda item.
It does. All right, let me get back to that. Okay, the first thing we want to share are some downloadable templates that are available on the website, but that will also be included in the email to all the new grantees that are signed up for this committee. And we're just going to take a little look. Of course, you'll be able to go through this on your own time as well. Sorry about that. I'm sharing the document instead of the screen. Hang on here. There we go. So this is a volunteer handbook template that you can certainly use in your program. You have the opportunity to customize it for your own site, your own program, and put your own logo in there, call it what you want. You can certainly tweak this as it makes sense for you. But the nice thing about these templates, all of them that you'll see, is that they're really kind of boilerplate and ready-made for you. No need to reinvent the wheel. So you have the opportunity to put your own mission, staff members, instructions for your staff that are specific to your program, policies and procedures, etc. And this is a great way for you to onboard your volunteers. because as we all know, good onboarding makes people feel valued and will hopefully help you hang on to those volunteers that you've worked so hard to create,
One other thing,
to
and that's
recruit.
I want to talk about making sure that kids are kept safe. Um, you need to do a background check for everybody, even a volunteer that comes into your program, because let me tell you, there are some people that don't have the best of intentions that might want to volunteer. And we caught a couple of them. I'm not going to say where, but this is why I want to remind you, always do that background check.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move on here and share the next template, which is the parent handbook template. And again, all of these things are available on the website, and they'll also be included in email for you to download and use in your program as well. Again, you're able to put your own site name and logo into the parent handbook template. Parent handbooks are very important for your after school program because it really helps parents understand what you're doing. That you're not just, an open gym, that you're doing all kinds of wonderful things with 21st century dollars to enrich the kids after school program. And it really legitimizes the program as well. So this is where you can put, all of the information of how to enroll a student, and you can put lots of site specific information in here as well. If you already have a parent handbook, it doesn't hurt to get it updated. You can certainly go through this and see if there are things that were missed.
Heidi, I'm also thinking that maybe we should share the link to the guide for parent engagement,
Okay, we can certainly do that.
because parent engagement meeting is a great way to recruit parents for things like field trips and volunteer opportunities. And there's a lot of cross-pollination I think that can go on between these two documents.
Absolutely. All right. I'm going to switch over to the next thing here that I want to share with you. Okay. And a place that you're going to find many ready-made templates and things that are great for your program is in the After School in a Box resource toolkit. So right now I'm on the Iowa After School Alliance homepage, but I will absolutely send you the link to be able to download the full toolkit on your own as well. But make sure that you have the Iowa After School Alliance webpage as well as the 21st Century webpage bookmarked on your computer, because there's tons and tons of good stuff on here. This is the full toolkit that I wanted to show you. And if you'll bear with me just a second, I'm going to toggle back here to our, oops, agenda. All right, and on page 43 of this toolkit, you will find another very useful template, or resource, I guess I should say, which is how to create an employee handbook. So the employee handbook resources are all here. You'll click the link to basic templates, things that work for you. So if you're needing, hiring process, structure, just a basic template, confidentiality laws, workplace safety and health, all that type of thing. If your district doesn't already provide those things, which they probably do, but if you're in an organization where you need that, you can definitely use this resource uh, to help you create your employee handbook.
And make sure that you check with your HR department if you're a school district, or if you're a, community-based organization, you may have policies and procedures already in place. We're not trying to eliminate any of these. We just want to have something to help those who don't have these things already in place.
Yep, exactly right.
One more thing I thought about.
Mhm.
Um, the monthly Iowa After School newsletter that comes out via email. Um, I don't know if everyone is already subscribed to that, but if not, maybe put a link to how to subscribe to that when you send out the notes so that those who are not currently subscribed can get on that list. It's a monthly wealth of information.
Ah, absolutely. All right. And then I don't know, Vic, if you wanted to talk a little bit, I know you already did share, the link about recruitment and retention of staff and volunteers, but we had just a little list. And if anybody would like to expand on any of their own ideas about how to recruit and retain staff and volunteers.
Well, I don't see high school students on here, and that's another source for people to work in your program. Sometimes high school kids have volunteer hours that they have to fulfill in towards graduation. Plus, the best volunteers can be offered a job on the program. And, you might get somebody that really, that's their passion to work with kids after school, and they may want to continue doing this even while they're going to college. So, um, don't leave any stone unturned. Um, Try to get volunteers. And I hope that everybody has enough staff to run their programs this school year.
Yeah, so before we move into the 21st century kind of specific templates that have due dates on them, I just wanted to stop for a minute. And I know we have a few more people that joined. This is the new grantee and transitioning staff committee. I'm hoping we could just take a moment. If you are able to turn on your camera, say who you are and where you're from, that would be really, really wonderful and helpful. I know if you're driving, you might not be able to do that, but if you can, that would be great. And if you have any questions for Vic, this is also a great time to do that as you're starting your program. Keely, would you mind starting?
Sure. I'm Keely Schaffner. I work for Fort Madison Community Schools. This is our second year with the 21st Century Grant. And last year we weren't able to have these meetings, so I'm very excited to get this information this year.
Great. Thanks, Keely. Angela, would you like to go?
Yes, hi. I finally made it and turned on. I switched from my phone to the computer, so that's what that was about. So we're ready to go. So I'm Angela Garcia. I'm the coordinator for the Pieces After School program in Burlington, Iowa. This will be my second full school year with the program. So I'm really excited to be able to be a part of this meeting and to learn all of these amazing things that I've heard of just in the past 10, 15 minutes you guys have been on with us. So
Fantastic. Well, welcome. I know it's not really welcome because you've been there for a while, but welcome to the group. And Wanisha, I know you don't have your camera on. I'm wondering if you have microphone, and if you don't, that's okay. But if you do, here's your chance.
I'm here. I got a microphone and a camera. I'm here.
Wonderful. Hi. Tell us where you're from and a little bit about you.
My name is Wanisha McNeil. I am the unit director of the Boys and Girls Club of the Cedar Valley Lime Street site, the main site, the largest site. Yeah, and I've been here for about a long time.
A long
16
time.
years together. I was here from 06 to 2011 as a unit, as a YDP. And then I came back in 2015 and I've been here ever since.
Oh, fantastic. So they thought, well, she knows what she's doing, so give her 21st century grant, right?
I know a little bit.
Wonderful. Well, I'm Heidi Brown, Director of the Iowa After School Alliance, and kind of Vic's right hand. So we do whatever he needs us to, and we're just here to support you guys. And I'll let Adriana introduce herself as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adriana Slaughter, and I am new with Iowa After School Alliance. I am the program manager, and I help Heidi help Vic and all of you.
Great, great. Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time to do that. I appreciate it.
Well, let me
go ahead.
say something too.
Yeah.
Heidi she ran an after-school program in Des Moines for over a decade. So she's got a lot of, experience doing this. So feel free to reach out to her, because, she can, give you some really good answers. And, and doesn't mean that I don't want to help. It's just that, my focus has to be on the money and the regulations and things, but I'm always happy to help too. So just wanted to let you know that we've got, plenty of resources to make this a great school year for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for saying that. And hopefully sometime soon I'll either myself or me and Adriana will be coming out to see you and your program too, and like actually meet in person and see kids and that type of thing. So looking forward to that as well. And the main goal is to help you get ready for your compliance visit, but that's
I might have met you last year, Heidi, at the After School Alliance conference in Des
oh,
Moines.
probably.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, good. That's on our agenda today too. Is everyone going to the conference this year? Are you able to go?
I'm not going this year. They taking another unit director from one of our other sites to get 21st.
Okay. Got it. Understood. Understood. I saw Angela's thumbs up. Keely, are you making it this year?
We sure are. I realize now that I forgot to submit a roster. Can I still submit who our people are that are going?
Yeah, of course. Of course you can.
Okay, perfect.
We're pretty flexible. You can even show up the day of and say, oh man, it's been, can we still make it? And yeah, you can. I mean,
As long as you paid for it, you can. Or there might not be lunch for it. I'm just kidding. All right, great. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get back into our agenda here because there's a few more templates to share. All right, now please don't be alarmed if you see that there's a due date coming up here in just a few days. And if you're not ready for that, that's okay. Vic is always very flexible about due dates for people that need a little extra time. I hope I'm not speaking for you, Vic.
no, these are ours that we use, except the community partner one is actually the priority one because we have to post, it's an ESSA requirement. So yeah, try to make sure you get those lists of partners in.
Right. So I'm going to show you where to find these templates, but of course I'm also going to put them on the email as well. But if you go to the 21st Century Community Learning Center site, which I'm sure you already have bookmarked on your computer, could you give me a thumbs up if you can see the site? I think I'm showing it to you the right way. It should say grant information at the top and then general. Thank you. Perfect. So what you're going to do is go to grant information at the top of the page, and then you're going to start scrolling and you're going to see all kinds of wonderful resources for you. So the timelines that we talked about last time, etc. And you're going to keep going until you get to the section marked templates. And then that's where you're going to find the things that are coming due here shortly this fall. So the professional development template, which is over here on the left-hand side of your screen. When you click on that, and I will see if it will open for you if I view it. Let's see. All right. I didn't. That's okay though.
Let me share why we even have a PD template.
Yeah, please.
And the reason is we've noticed that the spending in the category of PD has always been a challenge for folks. And also, the Iowa After School Alliance needs to know what PD that you need for planning And it's not only the conference, they provide additional PD, and they've got some free online classes. And so this is to help your programs build capacity and become better. And if you need help, reach out to Heidi, and she'll be coming around to a lot of the sites in person, and she can help you with this template. So, if you think it's a lot, you can wait until you get some help.
That's right. You certainly can. And this is just something that's going to help you track what you're doing. But like Vic said, it also helps us um, look at what's being done and what people might need. So this is that template. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. The Professional Development Committee created this or helped create it, and it's available for you on the website. I ask, and it's very, very helpful if you save the templates like as an Excel or a Word document, depending on what they are. If you send me a PDF, it's really difficult for me and Adriana to compile that information as we need to for Vic. So I might email you back and say, hey, can you send that to me in Excel form if it comes as a PDF? So, but if you can remember to do that, and that's really, really helpful.
And technically, if you have one of those fancy versions of Adobe, you can take it and convert it from a PDF into Word, except when somebody takes that fancy copy machine and makes a PDF, that's a PDF made from an image, and there's no way we
Right.
can take that and copy the information into a Word document and compile it. So
Right.
yeah, keep that in mind, and just send us back the Word document. It'll be so much easier.
Yeah. Okay, the other one I wanted to share with you is that important community partner document, which is that federal requirement. So this is where you're going to list your partners for your grant. Vic, do you want to talk just briefly or a little bit about the partner
Sure.
requirements that are new this year too?
Well, this is when they had the ESSA, they required all the states to post a list of community partners for 21st century. And keep in mind, this is in keeping with the statute. The very name of this grant is Community Learning Centers. And so they want you to have partners. And they're slowly going to be increasing the requirements that you have more partners and they are more involved in the program. And this is like a first step. However, we've gone above and beyond in Iowa. We've always had a lot of volunteers and strong communities. And so not only do we list the names and the contact, but we also list, and thank you for sharing that. Show us the latest list.
I
We
will do.
also list the areas where the volunteer or where the partners are helping, which is very useful. So if you need help with some reading, you can look and see, some partners, and some of them are statewide. We've got, probably over 30 on their statewide groups that'll help. For example, we have more libraries than school districts in Iowa, and I have never heard of anybody asking a library, can you help us? We've got kids that are struggling in reading. They will jump at the chance to help young people with reading, and they may even have some dollars to help buy some books for the kids. Iowa Public Television has the PBS after school curriculum, which is free. And not only that, they will send a trainer out to you to train your staff on how to implement that curriculum. It's all for free. All you have to do is contact them and say, we'd like to partner. We've got NASA education. We've got the Science Center of Iowa has a van, and they charge everybody the same flat rate. Basically, it's for gas for the van to come out and do experiments. And the Blank Park Zoo has the same thing, only they don't bring science experiments. They bring some animals that the kids can pet and learn about. Again, one flat fee. So take advantage of these opportunities to make your programs much better. And plus, we've listed all the community colleges. You should be partnering with a community college because not only do they provide your parents with opportunities for adult education and high school completion, but they also are a great source for volunteers and high school students, or high school students, college students that can work in your program. So huge opportunities for you.
Thank you. All right. Okay, and I wanted to just show you quickly how to find that too. So if you're on the 21st Century page and you go to About 21CSCLC and you just hover right there, then you're going to find all of the partners lists for the last few years. And you can take a look at statewide partners and local partners as well when you open that document. All right, and there's one more template that we wanted to highlight on today's call, and that was the sustainability plan template, which is right here. Hang on just a second, and I'll get that shared. And this might look a little familiar because I believe it's part of the RFA proposal. Is that correct, Vic?
The sustainability is actually found in the local evaluation every year.
Got it.
You
Okay.
report the partners that you have and the in-kind value. And we do that because of the federal statute that requires us to not only have partners, but to make preparations and sustainability for the program in the event funding ends. And this is why we do that. And since I've started, Iowa has steadily increased the numbers of partners, and it's done amazing things. I think we bring in with the last numbers I had were under 700 before we had reached the 700 mark of partners. Our partners contributed about $3.5 million a year. And that's from data from the local evaluations, which you guys have told us. And that should increase. And that enables us to serve, hundreds more kids than we would otherwise.
That's right. All right, the last thing I have on my agenda today was to talk about the Impact After School Conference, which sounds like everybody's really familiar with and most people on the call are attending. But we also really like to allow time at the end of these meetings for any questions that you have, and they don't have to pertain exactly to the agenda, and they can be questions for Vic or me or for your colleagues. As you're getting started in the new school year with your after school program. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute and we'll just let a little bit of wait time and people can ask questions, and then we'll turn off the video and we'll give a little bit more wait time for people to ask questions.
Well, if nobody has any questions, I'd like to give you a reminder. The first APR window is currently open and it ends in November. And so some of you may be new to the APR. If you need help, please contact me. I mean, we can even do a Zoom and I can go through the different sections with you. It only takes, maybe 15 minutes. It's a pretty easy system. However, you may run into some things when you're trying to collect that data, and I can help you with all of that stuff. So make sure that, if you're that APR data person, that, you contact me if you have any issues. And then the second window opens up, I think the window closes November 13th, and then the next day, the 14th, window number 2 opens, and that's where you just put in your outcomes. And that goes until next year. So, and that report goes to Congress. So it's very important that you get in there and put that data in. And it's monitored not only by me, but the U.S. Department of Education will start sending me emails, probably in October, saying, here's what we have. Your data is not yet complete. So,
All right. Well, Vic, are you all right with me turning off the recording and then we
yeah, I
can?
think we've presented a good amount of information, and we will send
Great.
out in the notes links to all of these resources to help you with your program.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you.